Aloha everyone, my name is Dylan and today we are going to build a gingerbread hut. This is a fun little project we've been working on for a while, and we realized that because of the new shape of our molds, we could arrange them into the configuration of a house, and being as how we are approaching the holidays, we made gingerbread bars. So let's go ahead and break this down, what we're going to need in order to build a gingerbread hut. You're going to need a plate. We're going to have to melt a few pieces of chocolate, and that will be the cement that'll help hold the house together. And then, because it's a little bit messy, you're also going to need a warm rag to clean your hands off in between. And if you want, a butter knife of sorts so that we can make sure the edges are very smooth and can bond together. All right, first things first, let's take a look at some of these bars. So we have 6 bars in this kit. We've got 4 gingerbread bars, and we have 2 white chocolate and nib bars. This is going to be the roof. It's going to be a snowy roof, and then these will be the walls and the base of the house. So this is our gingerbread kit. Okay. Let's go ahead and do step 1. We need to break up the bars in the right configurations. So we have these 2 bars right here. These are our walls. We're going to be breaking off at this line and this line. We want to break off very evenly, so you have to make sure that the bars have hit relatively room temperature so you get an even snap. 1 and 2. Now this is bar number 1, wall number 1. We're going to save these as the base of our house. Now we have bar number 2. This is wall number 2. And you can see, you want to make sure that you just let that point be the easiest point to snap by applying the right amount of pressure. Okay, so we have 2 clean walls right now. And I'm going to flip these over because we're going to leave the walls exposed on the outside with all the gingerbread crumbs. Now we have our wall and steeple part of the house, which is this part of the house. We just broke up these parts of the house. So now I'm going to break off right here at the base. I'm going to put that aside, and then we're going to break off these 2 corners. Okay. So I'm going to put these on the plate and this on the plate. We're going to be able to melt these and use them for our cement. Now we have to do one more. So we're going to break off the bottom part. We're going to keep the logo facing upwards. And then we're going to break off the corners. So we broke off pretty smooth here. If you want, you can shave off so it's really clean. You can see a butter knife works just fine. And that'll help us not have any edges, allowing us to make sure everything's flush and flat. So I'm going to do that to all of these real quick just to make sure our house goes together smoothly. So that bar broke off really well. So far, we're in good shape. Make sure our base looks nice here. There we go. Make sure our corners here are good. All right. Now for our roof. We're breaking off this piece and this piece. There we go. So we have 1 roof. 3 and 4. So now what you can see we're doing is we're going to make sure that we have enough pieces so that we can melt all of our chocolate and bond everything together as best we can. That should be sufficient. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this plate and we are going to put it in the microwave for around 45 seconds, which should melt the chocolate sufficiently to be able to use our fingers or some type of knife in order to spread it onto the chocolate so that we can bond everything together. All right, so we're going to put everything on pause for just a moment. We're going to heat it up. Okay, now we have our melted chocolate, partially melted chocolate, and we have all of our pieces ready to go. What we're going to do first is our foundation. So we're going to take the two pieces and put them right together, and we're going to use the knife here and see if we can bondo these together here. All right. This will take a few seconds to bond, but that should stick together nicely. After we got our foundation, we're going to do our steeple and our wall, both of our walls, but this is a little bit tricky. This step you have to make sure that things line up appropriately because of the height difference. So we're going to take our wall, which we're going to use this side, and then our steeple wall, and we're going to bond them together like this. Oh, right. Just like this. So you can see one is higher on top of our foundation and one is on the side, just like that. So now we're going to bond the bottom to the base, and then we're going to have the walls have chocolate on the inside here. So this one is on the inside and then the inside, whereas this one is on the bottom and the side, the outside, the exterior corner. So let's do the next walls. Right there, and then we're going to do the base. Okay, that's one. And then this was the inside. Let's see if I can just go like that and like that. Okay, that worked pretty well. All right, so we're pretty bonded there. You can use your finger and put everything smoothed out. It'll help seal the cracks more, but that's a pretty good first start. This is why you have this piece, so chocolate doesn't get absolutely everywhere. Next pieces, we're going to do our next wall and steeple. I don't even know if that's the right word, steeple, but we're going to go with that. So this is going to be, again, on top of the foundation. So we're going to put chocolate on the base and the very exterior. So let's see if we can just dip it like this and like this. All right, and we're going to go ahead and put it right here. Okay, that felt good. So we're all lined up there and we're feeling like it's secure. We're going to do our last wall, just like this. And remember, this one goes not on the very bottom. This is going to go on the inside because this sits on the floor. And then this is going to go on the inside here and the inside here. So I'm going to use the knife again. There. There. And I think it's best to not be shy on the amount of chocolate that you add when constructing your gingerbread hut. Okay. Oops, I think I just got chocolate on my Santa hat. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we got our initial foundation. We're relatively secure. It's going to harden more and more with each passing minute and become more stable. Now we got to do our roof. This is also a little bit tricky, so we want to go slow. We're going to take the bottom hard edge side and we're going to do our first shingles, which will hang over just a little bit of the bottom where the walls come up. So this is going to start to look like this. We're going to do one here, and then we're going to do one right here. So there'll just be slight overlaps, and you can see it's already holding We're gonna do one right here, and then right here. So now what we're gonna wanna do is start with our base. We're gonna add the white chocolate now. We've got plenty of white chocolate here. So let's go ahead, and you can see there's an overlap, so try and put it in the right location. I think if you just lather it here and here, we should be good. Okay, so you can see everywhere that we've dabbed chocolate. All right. Next one, we're also going to put a spot right there. Oops. And then we're going to do the same thing again, right there and right there. Okay. We've got our last two pieces. And there we go. We have a gingerbread house. I really hope you guys enjoy this. This was a fun thing for us to put together. Let us know how your gingerbread houses come out. Please send us pictures. Thank you so much. See you next time. Aloha.